We're currently in our dream world right now at Erebus City, and we're talking to the first augur, Adam, which plot twist is our own father. If you want to find out how we got into this situation first, we went to Nashkatan where we talked with this Giratina cult guy. He's telling us about how she wants her hand on the crystal and whatnot. We also go and make our way to the Shade Forest Darkrai cult base where we meet Persephone giving her whole speech. Molde and Deoxys try to not Deoxys, but Molde and Damien try to stop her, but she fails, and she tries to have leverage over Darkrai by using Cresselia as leverage, but it ends up backfiring because all of us get sucked into the dream world. So all of us end up in the player characters or my dream world. We have a battle against Persephone. She had a Mega Spiritomb, but she was dispatched pretty easily. And it also highlights that this is her third time meeting Darkrai, which means the first time something happened which made us lose our memories. We meet Damien and Molde, the Deoxys people, and Damien challenges us to a battle. We defeat him, and Damien shows sign of him having control of his own body because he unknowingly to Molde gives us a part of the crystal piece. So that means we have two crystal pieces while Jen has one of the crystal pieces. We continue our journey and get into the Erebus City gym, and Adam gives us a whole backstory check. Basically, he was the first augur chosen by Hoopa, and he was entrusted into this group called the Timeless. The Timeless is a group which Arceus trusted to protect the crystal piece, and now they're lending Adam the crystal piece to disband all the cults. The group is really paranoid that the crystal piece could end up in her hands, otherwise the leader of the Giratina cult or whatever group of people they are, that's what I assume anyway. We see Cynthia, Steven, King Vesrin, and some other person which I don't know. And Adam told us he didn't win and he ended up losing. A smart trick by Persephone, Darkrai, and Jin caused him to be trapped into our dream realm, and he reveals himself as our father, which is plot twist. I didn't know that. I mean, there was a lot of clues laid out and there was a lot of foreshadowing, so great storytelling by Pokemon Insurgence. But of course, to get the Hoopa ability from him, for our Mew to get its DNA, we need to challenge him in a fair fight, which we do. Greninja goes down to our Delta Chandelure. It sends out Tyranitar, which we Moonblast again, but it doesn't kill itself, and it takes down Delta Chandelure. We send out our Delta Snorlax Cole to take down the Tyranitar, and it just does that. He withdraws, he heals up the Tyranitar, and we just continue damaging it. We can't really Wood Hammer because I need to preserve my health. He takes out our Delta Snorlax, and we bring out Flinley, Delta Haxorus, Revenge kill the Tyranitar. We switch into Muck for the Drapion. We can pull off an Earthquake. With Regurgitation, it takes down the Drapion. Bishop is next, and Bishop also goes down to Regurgitation Earthquake. We also take this turn to heal up Delta Muck, so to take down have the extra momentum to deal with the Spiritomb as well. He sends out his Hydreigon, and I wanted to sell this with my Delta starter, but as you see, it didn't go so well, and Delta Charizard, Mega Delta Charizard goes down. Pretty unfortunate. We send out our Delta Haxorus to deal with the Hydreigon. It grows another head upon defeating Delta Haxorus, but Delta Gardevoir comes in to finish up the job, and we get our final gym badge, so we can challenge the Pokemon League right now. But right now that's not important. We need to get back to the real world so we can basically save the world. Jin loses to the Giratina cultist, and he has to give up his piece of the crystal. Nora tells us to get to Amphitrite City, and now Jin is pissed because we ruined everything. Like, no one trusts him now. He could have been one to take down the Giratina cult, and he's really pissed. So he challenges us to a fight, and before that, there's a cutscene where his statues are now all dismantled, disfigured, or plain vandalized, and he challenges us to a battle. As you would expect, I defeated him like I did every time else. And yeah, he gives his own monologue of advice. Not that like I would need it because I'm the greatest trainer alive. A player character is always the greatest trainer alive. So I have that plot armor. The Giratina cult's member meets us and tells us that she, which I assume is the leader, wants to meet us, and he has set up a pathway to get to her. And we have a lot of Pokemon memorabilia: Pokemon Mansion, Lavender Town, Cave of Origin, Spear Pillar, and the Hall of Legends. And we entered this place called the Throne of Hegemon.